Welcome in everyone to our GSP Ace of the Day presented by DraftKings. Remember, you can get in on the action with us by going to dkng.co/crackedopen. Take advantage of DraftKings limited time offer. Get in on the action yourself. The adrenaline rush is like nothing else, folks. So with that in mind, let's get to our picks for Ace of the Day. And of course, on day 6, that means second half of the third round are the matches we're going to be seeing. And of course, again, this is the first round where we see a couple of seeds face off against one another. That means it's tricky to find winners in here, tricky to find good value in some of these matches. All of these players, playing such good tennis at this point, the margins between them so thin, but I do think we found some value in today's matches. Let's start off with 2 single match picks. And my first pick for Ace of the Day is a player we've talked about quite a bit on our Crack Rackets podcast of late, Donna Vekic, a quarterfinalist at the US Open last year. She looked so good in her straight set win in the second round, and of course had a tricky first round match, but ultimately survived against Cirstea Pliskova. She takes on Pironkova, and I know Pironkova looked great in her straight set win over Garbine Muguruza. Pironkova also 3-0 head-to-head in her career against Donna Vekic, but Vekic has looked so solid thus far. Straight set win in round 2, tricky but battle-tested after her 3-set win in round 1 over Cirstea Pliskova. Give me Donna Vekic in this match with minus 235 odds. Not the best value, but I think we have a winner here. So let's go with 4 units. $40 on this one to yield $17.20 in return. Again, minus 235 odds. That's about as good as you're going to get for a pick as confident as I am in Vekic. We found value in that one. That's Ace of the Day number 1. Ace of the Day number 2 is just a fun match to watch in general. Vekic and Kenin, the number 2 seed Australian Open champ, taking on Jabeur. Of course, Kenin knocked off Jabeur in her run to that Australian Open title. They've played a bunch of times in their career. Kenin beating her in 2019 twice to go along with that Australian Open win. Simply put, I think Vekic and Kenin is a really tough matchup for Jabeur. Jabeur, a player who likes to get creative, likes to throw in slice, but that's Vekic and Kenin's game as well, and I think Kenin has grown more and more confident after her first 2 matches in New York. She's my pick here, and with really good value. You get a Grand Slam champion at minus 215. Again, Jabeur has been great, but give me Vekic and Kenin, and I'm feeling confident enough to throw 25 on this. 2.5 units that'll yield us about $12 in return. I feel good betting on a Grand Slam champion. It's an extra reason to watch this match. Let's make that Ace of the Day number 2. 2 more Aces of the Day for you. One, of course, a funky parlay. The other, our first dabble into over-unders. Simply put, I think Khachanov Minaur tomorrow is going to be a grind. I will be shocked if we see anything less than 4 sets. And with our friends at DraftKings, you can get the over 35.5 games at minus 195. That means a $20 bet's going to yield you $10.40 in return. I will be shocked. Again, 7-5, 7-6, 4-6, 6-3. We hit that pretty easily. Let's lock that in for Ace number 3. And then our last one, of course, a parlay. Here are 3 winners I have for you on day 6. Muchova, Mertens, Thiem. You parlay the 3 of them together, you get minus 118 odds. Let's go with 2 units on that, $20 to yield about 18 in return, and we'll lock those in for our 4 Aces of the Day. Again, quickly to recap, we're taking Vekic, we're taking Kenin, we're taking the over 35.5 games on Khachanov Minaur, and then that 3-person parlay, Thiem, Mertens, Muchova, and those are your 4 Aces of the Day. Again, to hear the full breakdown of our picks, be sure to listen to the full Great Shot podcast, which you can find wherever you listen to your podcasts. And to get in on the action, just go to dkng.co/crackedopen. But for now, and as always, we hope you enjoyed the action, and may the odds be ever in your favor.